you turn it on Do Not Disturb, Kelly?
Are we live?
We are live.
We're live. Woohoo! We nailed it. We're doing great. We're live. Guys, how busy are we?
Super busy.
We're very busy. Is it the last day of the month?
Yes.
Whoop whoop!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're live. It's the last day of the month. And I honestly need all of these Jockos to get through this day right now. Guys, I just wanted to stop in and say happy last day of National Preparedness Month. It is the last day to take part of our National Preparedness Month promotion. What does that mean? That means if you decide today is the day, I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy an actual good American-made first aid kit. You're going to get some stuff for free just because. If you spend $200,
You get
a soft T tourniquet, right? $30 right there. So, I mean, dude, it's an extra tourniquet. How many is two?
2 is 1.
One is
None.
based, right? Boom. So,
Am I supposed to dab when you say base?
you are, that you dab. That's what the kids do. All right. So, spend $200, get a soft T. Spend $400,
What?
get a boo-boo kit.
Oh yeah.
Extra boo-boo kit. Leave it around the house, bring it in the car, throw it in the diaper bag, whatever you're going to do, boom, right here, right? This right here, I think this is like almost $100 value. So, pretty big deal. You spend $500, you get a free pocket, EDC. Every single day you can carry this, right? In your pocket. Whoa.
Oh.
It works on different levels. That's crazy.
Indeed it does.
Yeah, it does. Whoop, whoop. So I just wanted to stop in. I wanted to say happy last day of National Preparedness Month. I wanted to field any questions that you have about preparedness in a medical capacity. And then I wanted to briefly talk about the absolute, struggle of a situation that's happening in Florida right now due to Hurricane Ian, right? So, everyday preparedness, having medical on you, right? We've seen awesome civilians step in huge, heroic, good Samaritan activities, saving people, rendering aid, grabbing people out of floods. This is the whole ethos of being prepared every single day. This is why we ran this promotion, is so that you can have the tools on you. And natural disasters don't care who you are. They don't care what you drive. They don't care how much you make. The reality is natural disasters happen all the time across the country. Hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, floods, mudslides, avalanches, all these things happen in the U.S. all the time, year round, right? You got to have your stuff on you. That's why we ran these kits as the promotion, right? Throw this in the backpack. Boom, I've got some boo-boo capability. Keep this in your pocket. Now I've got a tourniquet. Throw this in your other pocket. You've got a blowout kit right here. You can work the whole blowout kit. Everyday preparedness, people. And we're crushing it right now. I'm going to be honest, we're having a really busy day. The team is over there on the manufacturing line, and they're just getting it. Just absolutely working. Just being total bosses, assassins, right? And so we just wanted you guys to know that this is the last day. If you're going to do it, today's the day to do it, right? Tomorrow's not the last day. Tomorrow's Shabbat, so you can't do it then. But today is the last day. So hop on there, grab your stuff now while you can. Hobie said free stuff. Yes, Hobie, free stuff. It's awesome. Spend money, get free stuff. That's pretty cool. We don't always do that. We actually have never done that, but we want to do it now. That's a big deal to us, right? So if you have any questions about preparedness in the everyday capacity, in the broader spectrum, it being National Preparedness Month, I can answer some questions if I have the knowledge. If not, we can pull the knowledge from our staff. We have so many different people from Refuge Training, from Grindstone, from Caleb House, from Bear Independent, from RM that can answer so many different questions, guys. So if you have a question, throw it in the chat. We're talking preparedness, right?
Well, you were just talking about Florida and natural disasters. Things like that always bring up the greatest quote for life, and that comes from Mike Tyson. I'm not going to use his voice or anything like that.
Cool.
But everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face.
That's super real, right? Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face, and sometimes the hurricane is the one that does the punching. And you see, we've seen personally people that are part of our network that are super prepared individuals that would be in a much worse position had they not been prepared, had food on hand, had medical on hand, had extra batteries, generators, solar, all these different things, because the reality is there's still water everywhere in Florida right now, right? Grindstone Ministries is working right now. We're putting together teams to figure out whether we're going to deploy there or support other people that are deploying there, what that looks like, the logistics behind it, because they need help. And it starts with everyday preparedness, right? We would never send somebody into a disaster zone without having a simple first aid kit. This is basic dude stuff, as Pat Mack would say, right? And the reality is you have a responsibility as a human being, and I would argue even more so as an American, to be prepared every single day. So, water. What is the must-have for filtration besides Berkey other options? If you're out in the field, right? In my truck every day, I have an EDC bag, right? It's a 72-hour bag. I can sustain myself off of that. I have a life straw, and I have water filtration tablets that correlate directly with my canteen. That way, if I'm out in the field, I can filter water. Clean water is life. Bruce Lee says, be like water. Bob Lee says, drink some water, right? Same thing, super close. Ask me about it. We should tweet that. Do you carry first aid kits that are small enough to fit in a motorcycle? Yeah. Heck yeah. And I'm going to reiterate this point. We just put out a video about a motorcycle accident where somebody had been removed from the bike, right? Standard, over 85% of motorcycle accidents, the person is at least 20 feet away from the motorcycle, right? That means it helps to have first aid where?
On you.
On you, on your person, right? Because if you have a broken femur and your femoral artery has been ruptured and you're bleeding out, right? You're not going to walk back over to the bike. You need to have it on you. At least, at the very minimum, carry an effing tourniquet, right? This is basic dude stuff. So, if you have any other preparedness questions, right? The water filtration is a great point. You know, there's a lot of different charcoal filters out there. Berkey's one of them, if like just for your house. But
Sawyer Mini.
Sawyer Mini, those things are awesome. You can grab those suckers, I think, at Walmart. Can't you? I'm pretty sure.
So, yes,
yeah, it's
I've
like
seen them.
$30 at Walmart. And that's what we're talking about, is just having the mindset of preparedness every single day, being aware that we're not impenetrable, right? Bad things happen all the time. You're not a superhero, but you can be more prepared. A prepared citizen is a strong citizen, and that's what we want to get into people's heads.
Unless you're Cody, because Cody is a superhero.
Cody is a superhero. That guy, I mean, he's 25 feet tall. He can reach across the room and grab something without getting up out of his chair. He sews the most beautiful bags, equipment, kits I've ever seen. Tremendous, believe me. Ask the kids about it.
And he's single.
And he's single, so hit him up. And he does fall asleep anywhere. The guy literally sleeps outside all the time just to be tough and prepared. So if you have any other questions, TikTok. If you have any other questions, YouTube. If you have any other questions, Instagram. Shoot them in the comments. We're talking about preparedness, people. Or rather, throw a comment in there and tell us what you do to be prepared every single day. What do you carry, right? What's your EDC, bro? Like, do a pocket dump on the computer or on the cellular mobile talking device and share with us what you guys are doing to be prepared. Because this is pivotal. I mean, this is our ethos, right? Being prepared, independent people. That's what it's all about. G.I. Joe said, damn, single? Yep, he is. But I think G.I. Joe's, unless you're a lady, probably not for you. So everyday preparedness, right? We're talking about what's happened in Florida. Super, super tragic. I mean, the devastation, we don't even know what the full devastation looks like yet. And that's a reality. There's so much water that hasn't receded yet. We're still in fan boat territory. And we're going to be there for, I would say, at least another week before people can really start getting in there, clearing debris, clearing
gators.
And all of the gators. There were sharks on highways, bro.
Yep.
Like, that's a thing. And this is the stuff that people don't talk about inside of preparedness situations. You know, everybody wants to talk about, you know, when the zombies come. Nobody wants to talk about just hurricanes and sharks on highways. That's a thing. We've seen that now. We've never seen actual zombies besides the bath salts thing, which don't recommend.
You know, something that I haven't seen since the old Batman TV show in the 60s, there hasn't been a company to come out with shark repellent spray.
You know, we should get on that.
Yep.
We should get on that. Ty!
Where'd he go?
He's at lunch.
Okay, all right. Somebody get on shark repellent spray. Fo? On it. He's on it. We're going to get you shark spray. It's not going to smell like minnows. That's the whole point, right? What do sharks not like?
They actually don't like the taste of humans, but they bite to see if they don't like it. Then they're like, it's nasty.
So we just give them a pre-taste, little taste test?
I guess.
So how we flavor it like humans? Just B.O.?
Dirty socks.
Dirty socks. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Female, come on. Jody with an I. Ooh, well, hit him up on Instagram, Jody. He's single, so he's ready to mingle. Hobie said he carries his GAT, lighter, extra mag, Rat 3. That's got to be that's not a Rat 3, like a Rat 3 tourniquet, right? No, don't carry a Rat tourniquet, Hobie. If you please don't carry a Rat 3 tourniquet. Or the Rat 3 knife. I bet you it's the Rat 3 knife. I bet you it's the rat knife.
Or maybe he carries
Phone.
3 rats.
Don't carry 3 rats either. Rats are dirty, unclean animals.
Not if you throw them at people.
Rat. That's where the term rats comes from. It's Hobie. Phone and keys. Hobie, I didn't see a tourniquet in that list, bro. Yeah, he said knife. I didn't see a tourniquet in that list, Hobie. I'm gonna see you at Sakote, dog. You better start carrying a tourniquet. I'm gonna pocket check you when I see you. So you better be about it. What do you carry, TikTok? Do you carry things besides like your book bag and your school utensils? I don't know if there's actually people there or not.
Only 5.
There's only 5 people. The 5 people that are on TikTok right now, all of you should get a follow from Refuge Medical. We should follow you.
I can't do that.
You can't?
You can't do that.
I'm
live.
breaking the social media expert's brain. Why not? We can do whatever we want. This is our world, right?
I can follow people on Instagram.
I can. Hold on.
She can. She's doing it. She's got it. What we're talking about really quick. I got like a couple more minutes, realistically. So you guys got to follow. So it pays to be here, right? It pays to show up. What we're talking about is preparedness. Drop your EDC in the comment box below. Tell us what you carry, right? What you got?
I have 2 EDCs.
2 EDCs on the YouTube.
Yeah, I think Cody Cassidy said spare mag, multi-tool, small roll of cargo tape, knife every day.
Where's your tourniquet? Why do you not have a tourniquet? You're carrying Molly tape or moleskin tape and you're not carrying a tourniquet? Dude, what? Do you know how likely it is that you be in a car accident? The #1 cause of preventable death in America is massive bleeding. How many gunfights have you been in? And how many car accidents have you been in? Run the math, my guy. Like, carry an extra mag too. Carry 2 tourniquets. Come on, use your brain. What's the other one?
I actually have 2 more now. The tradesman said, I carry an ARC, Bearfac, 3 9mm loaded mags, Jericho 9mm extra kit in my Jeep.
Dude, based. Way more medical than he does any... Based. Way more medical than he probably needs, realistically, but like, way to be prepared. You can also hand that stuff out if there was like a pile-up accident, something like that, which is awesome. Great job. You get the thumb of approval. Hobie said, but I'm wearing a belt. False. We'll pressure test your belt at Sakote, my friend.
You want to know why he's saying stuff like that?
He's trolling.
No, because he no longer has a beard.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
He
that's
lost
what
the.
it is.
You lost the beard. Stopped being prepared. Dang, dude. You have 4 limbs, so you wouldn't carry 4 TQs? No, I wouldn't. Because technically, if I have a hit to all 4 limbs, I've got a lot bigger issues. There's no way I'm taking an impact to all 4 limbs and also not being incapacitated here. So realistically, at that point, somebody else is going to be rendering aid to me. I'm not going to be likely to render aid to all 4 limbs. I carry 2. Some days I carry 3, and the third one being a child tourniquet. What you got?
Woodchuck said he has knife, pen, keys, but he has an emergency pack in his car and house.
Oh, cool. Are you always in your car and always in your house? That's my question. And I'm not scolding you. I used to do the same thing, and then I had to render aid and could only use what was on me. You have to carry something on you every day, dude. Look, it's so easy. It's the size of a billfold, okay? Put it in your back pocket, blowout kit, in my front pocket. It's not ultra tactical. It's not super high speed. It's just a tourniquet and a slick kit, all right? That's the space. One goes in my front pocket of my jeans. The other one goes right here. I still have a flashlight. I still have a knife. I still have an extra mag. I still have my Katuchu, right? All that stuff. The Pew Pew machine. I have 2 phones on me. I have a wallet, okay? I have a watch. I have a lighter. I carry all that stuff. I got jeans on, just regular dude jeans too. It's not like cool 511 tactical jeans. You can do it. You have to change your mindset. It has to be a priority every single day preparedness, right? You don't get to decide when bad stuff happens to you. If you're away from your car, right? If you lacerate yourself while you're at work and you're 200 feet or 200 yards from your car, are you running all the way there? Is someone else running all the way there? Do you know how to properly apply pressure to the artery so that way you don't bleed out and your artery doesn't rescind back so that you can still apply a tourniquet? These are all things that happen. Ask me how I know, bro, because this is kind of what we do, right? Carry your stuff on you every single day. They make the RATS TQ that wraps around the wallet. The RATS TQ is not Committee on TCCC approved. That tourniquet fails often. It's also really hard to get the proper 2-inch diameter on the limb, which then can cause nerve damage. And it's really hard to apply one-handed. Recommend the Soft T or the Cat Gen 7. And if the RATS was a good tourniquet, I'd tell you it was, because I literally don't have any other reason to not tell you. We support tourniquets that work, right? Look at him answering calls in the background, just getting it, selling, making deals, getting people the gear they need. Both hands, just going. What you got?
Nicholas Ripto said his 72-hour pack stays in his truck, but
Nice.
his daily EDC, Shadows DR920.
Cool.
A knife.
Cool.
Keys, wallet, Cat Gen 7, and
Nice.
extra mag.
Nice. I mean, if you could throw a slick kit in there or even just like throw some gauze, I think that'd be super helpful. Throw a little pack of compressed gauze. That's your junctional wound and your limb injury right there. That covers massive bleeding for the most part. So, but still pretty dang solid EDC. You're better than 90%. What you got?
I have a question over here from Rodney Miller. He said, what would you suggest for my first carry tourniquet, Soft T or Cat Gen 7?
I would recommend either. If I had to pick one, personally, I'd pick, it depends if you're with people all the time and how much you plan on training with it. Yeah, if you're a larger individual, Soft T all the way. Soft T is a bigger tourniquet. You have more room for space, right? So Dudley is, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's a previous MMA fighter, and his legs are the size of actual tree trunks. Cat Gen 7 does not work on Dudley's legs, but a Soft T will, right? So if you're a larger individual, that plays into effect. And the Soft T does pack down a little bit smaller. So I carry a Soft T in my front pocket when I'm wearing jeans, and I can apply it to myself, no problem. It takes more training though, don't get it twisted. But either the Cat Gen 7 or the Soft T, awesome tourniquets, have a ton of data behind them through the Committee on Tactical Casualty Combat Care, the dudes who literally study casualties inside of combat and what was successful and what wasn't. It has a great amount of data behind them. So check those out. Either one would be good. If you spend $200 right now, you get a Soft T for free. So my recommendation is go grab like an SOB or grab a bare minimum and then get a free Soft T. What you got, Dud?
Homestead Self-Reliance has a tourniquet in the car.
Nice.
9mm, extra mag,
Nice.
knife, lighter, Band-Aids for boo-boos,
Nice.
pins, baby wipes, nano silver spray,
Nice.
phone charger. Guess I need to add the TQ in the purse.
You have to add the TQ in the purse. You have to. Have to have the TQ, non-option. And it sounds like you have kids, so I'd recommend throwing an Esmark bandage or a SWAT T in there too, because I have a little one, and we have, I know in my wife's EDC, she has a tourniquet that she can use on a child in case something were to happen. Because man, I just don't know what what I would do if I knew this information and I didn't apply it and then something happened to my child. She also asked, what's the best TQ option for kids under 10? It's not the age. It's the size of the limb, right? I know 10-year-olds who are buff. I know 10-year-olds who are really tiny, right? So it really depends as to whether you can get a tourniquet to function, like either a Cat Gen 7 or a soft T on their limb. If you can't, that's when we then go back to the SWAT T or the Esmark bandage and carry that every single day for your kiddos. That's an awesome. The SWAT T stands for stretch, wrap, and tuck tourniquet. So yeah.
I got another EDC Glock 19 knife IFAC with a spare tourniquet around his boot.
Whoa, boot tourniquet. That's a first. Quick deploy. Dude, is it staged like around your boot so you can just pull it straight up? Send us a pic. I'd love to share that. Interesting ways that you carry tourniquets. I mean, dude, hey, at least you have a spare tourniquet, right?
That should be a video, and we should like put that out on social media for like people to post a video and tag us in it.
Yeah, that should be a thing. We should do that. That's a great idea. Great idea. You're in charge.
Hey.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
over here ordering Medline.
yeah, that's how we do things. She's like ordering stuff, like trying to like check orders, and then also do this too. She's awesome. We have great people.
Velcroed? It's Velcroed on his boot.
I don't know what that means. I'm gonna just hope you're.
Velcroed around his boot.
Sure, it's working for you, bro. Way to carry an extra tourniquet. Like, way to do it. So we got like 8 more minutes, realistically, is what we've got. So if you have any other EDCs, drop them in the chat below. If you want to ask any questions about preparedness, maybe you like have a question about tourniquets, or you have a question about the POC kit or the slit kit or anything like that, or just random preparedness questions in general, shoot them in the chat. We're here to help. That's what we do. That's how we do it. And we just want you guys to be prepared. We're looking at what's happening in Florida. We're getting a bunch of intel coming in, and we're saying, man, we're really happy that a large amount of people chose to be prepared, and we're also really disheartened on how people weren't. And so we need to do a better job at informing everyone to be prepared every single day, because we don't get to choose when emergencies happen. What's up?
Nicholas Ripto said, I'm curious about his drink. What are you drinking?
Oh, dude. What? I am drinking Jocko Go. Jocko Go is a natural, healthy energy drink, right?
Extreme close-up.
Extreme close-up. That's as close as I'm getting. So it's keto-friendly. It's sugar-free. It's using monk fruit for your energy. Currently, I'm drinking the Tropic Thunder, which kind of tastes like a pina colada. Our whole team runs on these bad boys. We're unofficially sponsored by Jocko Go, meaning we're just pestering them until they actually sponsor us one day. Goals, right? But whether it's, here making kits for Refuge Medical, out in the field training, Refuge training, whether it's Bear Independent, shooting awesome content, teaching you guys about preparedness, whether it's, Grindstone Ministries on a natural disaster relief deployment, whether it's Caleb House, where we're rescuing and rehabilitating victims of sex trafficking, these bad mamma jammas right here, they're giving us energy. You can get them from their website. If you go to, just type in Jocko Go or Jocko Fuel in the search bar, you can find them. And if you're drinking Reign or Bang or Monster, Red Bull, anything like that, this stuff just demolishes it. And you don't feel crappy after you drink it either, which is what I love about it. I think I'm on my 2nd or 3rd one already. And I'm ready I could keep going, but I also wake up at 4 in the morning to go to the gym. So you got to keep that balance. You got to keep that energy. What courses do you guys have? We have 3 different courses that we offer. Essential Responder we offer, which is all 3 of our courses. And then we have Responder 1, 2, and 3. So Responder 1 is enhanced Stop the Bleed course. It's an enhanced version of what you would use from the what you would learn from the American Red Cross. We have Responder 2, which then applies scenario training to the Stop the Bleed course. And then we have Responder 3, which is a TECC, which is a Tactical Emergency Casualty Care course. And that is all scenario based around using the principles of Stop the Bleed in actual situations. We get your blood pressure up, you're having to respond to car accidents, do force-on-force training, all these different things so that you know what you're going to act like under stress, right? It's one thing to apply a tourniquet to yourself and go, oh yeah, I can do that. It's another thing to apply a tourniquet to you, right, or another person while gunshots are going off or while you're in a car crash or somebody's stuck inside of a car, all these different things. And so we offer a variety of different courses. You can go to the website Refuge Training and you can check out the course schedule. We have a couple more this year, and then we have some more listing for next year here shortly. I know they just had a strategic meeting about that. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. What you got?
William, who had the tourniquet around his boot,
Yep.
explained it a little bit more. He said it's 2 Velcro bands around the tourniquet and boot, and then the tourniquet is staged parallel with the leg.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Hey, man. Dude, you're carrying extra tourniquet. That's awesome. If the boot works for you, I mean, ankle med kits are a thing. Why not boot tourniquets? I'm not. Dude, you might be pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, homie. What you got over there on the YouTube land?
Do you guys do classes in Oklahoma or only out of state?
We do classes in Oklahoma. We've done private classes in Oklahoma. We've talked about public classes, so keep your eye out for that. We do a lot of schools and law enforcement in Oklahoma. And yeah, so we've done OKC and we've done Tulsa. The struggle is OKC and Tulsa are kind of close to each other, so usually only one of them will be like super popular. But yeah, we've definitely talked about it for next year too. Right now we have Texas that's left on the docket for this year. We have Dallas and Waco, which are awesome courses, awesome courses there. So
Sims Hoff Meridian, how do we host y'all and it get you back to Boise? I responded saying email sales@refugetraining.com and we'll set you up for 2023.
Yeah, if you want to host a private class, you got to reach out to Refuge Training exactly. Or you could reach out to sales at Refuge Medical. Faux Daddy, let me get a what up?
What up?
Faux Daddy will always take care of you. He'll get your class booked and he'll help you out on all of that. He's super knowledgeable and he's just lethal. He's an assassin. Bussin'.
Oh, dab.
Dab. G.I. Joe said, has the new Caleb House shirt dropped? No, it has not, but it will. So keep your eyes out for that Caleb House shirt. The funds will go to support Caleb House, which is a restoration facility for victims of trafficking. And trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and there's 480 beds in the U.S. right now for victims of such things, and that is just irreprehensible. What you got?
Back to training. How many signups required for a private class?
It really depends on where you are. Usually they say about 15 is where it becomes financially viable for you, right, or the individual, unless
you want to just have a class of one.
Yeah, unless you're balling out and you're like, dang, dude, I'm gonna pay this many $1,000 for one person. But to spread the cost out, the more people, the better. What you got?
2 questions. Are you planning any training in or near Ohio next schedule?
No, I don't believe so. Ohio's a tricky state with their laws. So we've been to Indiana a few times, and usually Indiana is the closest we get to Ohio and Illinois. And so, yeah, we have a lot of friends in Ohio. It's a struggle. But we go to free states. That's a big thing for us. What else you got?
Any new kits coming in 2023 or happy with current offerings?
Yes. So our thing is we're never gonna, we call it living in the pivot, right? So we live in the pivot and we always pivot, right? So we move as the market demands and as the consumer demands. If there's a consumer requirement, we move to meet it, right? We never want to stay static, right? Just complacency kills. And so we're never complacent with what we offer. We're always super humbled at how we're able to help people with what we offer and then continue to grow. We have, I think, 6 or 7 new kits in the line right now that we're looking at. Some of them with really interesting partners. And so that's all I'm going to say about that. And it's really cool. And I just spent the last 2 hours working on it. So yeah, it's awesome. And that's all I can say about it right now. But keep your eyes open. We've got some new stuff, some big stuff coming. And then I think we even have like improvements to some kits releasing here before end of year is the goal, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so before end of year, we'll have improvements of certain kits coming out as well. We'll have some 2.0s maybe, some 9.0s. No, We don't have an 8.0 on anything. Adapt,
What
subdue.
about a Bob edition?
A Bob edition?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that would even mean. What?
I don't know. What makes what you carry special?
The ability to use it. I think that's what makes it special. Same thing, you know, if you carry a knife and you keep it sharp and you know how to use it, that makes the knife special. It doesn't matter if it's a $200 knife or if it's a $2 knife. The ability to use it and the desire to save lives with it, I think that's what makes it special. I don't carry like a Bob kit. I carry a slick kit with a tourniquet.
In like our world, that's considered a bug out bag.
Yeah, a Bob is a bug out bag. Yeah, so I do carry a Bob, but we all do, but they're all different.
We should get a Bob Boo Boo Kit edition. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. A Boo Boo Kit Bob edition.
Yeah, and it's just like my face right there.
Yep.
No. I don't carry a boo-boo kit. My wife has a boo-boo kit, but I don't carry a boo-boo kit. Because when I get boo-boos, I'm like, ow, that hurt. And I just keep doing whatever I'm doing. I rub some dirt on it. But that's me, and that's not necessarily the right thing to do. And I've had to deal with the ramifications of that multiple times. And I'm trying to overcome that. I would always treat a serious injury, but sometimes if it's a minor injury, I'm very bad at treatment. And that's because I am always in a rush. I'm like always in a rush to get stuff done. So I like hurt myself on job sites and stuff to where I'll split a finger open or a knuckle open and I should like bandage it or glue it or something like that, or probably even go get stitches. And I'm like, let it ride. And I duct tape it and super glue it. And then I get my butt kicked when I get home. But we've all done it. Probably not. Learning, right? Progress, not perfection. Any other EDCs that you want to drop? Switch Pod, what's up? We're talking everyday preparedness. If you have a good EDC, drop it in the chat below. Cal, what you got?
I had two from earlier. CB said tourniquet, flashlight, knife, chapstick, Glock 9, spare mag, phone, wallet.
Based EDC. Love the chapstick. Love the chapstick.
Byron the instructor, what's going on?
Yeah, so EDC, drop your EDC. How are you staying prepared every single day, right? We saw what happened in Florida, okay? We saw what's happening still in Florida. Being prepared, you don't get to choose when an emergency is. You got another EDC over there?
Yep. Pocket with S-Mark.
Nice.
Cat Gen 7.
Nice.
Leatherman Wave.
Nice.
19X with TLR1HL.
Based.
Chapstick, wallet, phone.
Dude, that is a solid EDC right there. Love the light, love the Leatherman. Great job with the pocket with the S-Mark. That gives you a child capability too. Oh, UPS is here. We're either getting something or sending a bunch of stuff. So if you've got a shipping notification today, it's about to go out the door. Super exciting. Any other EDCs from TikTok, from the gram? Drop it in the chat. 2 more minutes, and we're gonna probably hop off here and try to keep doing cool stuff. Cause man, we're just busy. We're busy. We're cranking at it. So the main thing is, guys, is you have to want to be prepared. It's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to do. It's not always comfortable carrying stuff on you. It's not always the easiest thing to remember everything, but it's a commitment, right? If you carry a pew-pew every day and you don't carry a tourniquet, you're sorely cutting yourself short. Just massive disingenuinely franchising yourself, something like that. I don't know. I had it in my head and then I lost it. Carry your stuff with you, right? I mean, that's the whole point of the promotion. It's the last day for the promotion. Spend $200, you get a soft tee, carry it every day. Spend $400, get a boo-boo kit, throw it in the backpack, carry it every day. Spend $500, get a pot kit, throw it in your pocket every single day, right? $140 value, like a $90 value, $30 value at the different tiers. We're just trying to get you guys the stuff so that you're prepared every single day, day in, day out. That's the most important thing to us. Add radios to your vehicle EDC at least and know how to use them. Cell networks are fragile. Super real. Dud, you got a radio in your truck?
Of course.
Of course, it's a must. I have a radio in my truck.
And I got a radio in my battle belt. And I have 2 backup radios in my go bag.
Okay, we get it. You got radios.
Hey,
Dang,
I'm
dude.
the combo
You don't need to flex on them like that. Don't flex on the gram. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. My slogan to all my students and clients. That's a freaking great point. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. The reality is at a certain point, your uncomfortability becomes comfortable, and then you get even further into it, right?
Why do you think that I said that you need to wear a cup when we're doing jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Hey, you remember when I told you the north-south position?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
You know, you get your stuff in a position to where it becomes vulnerable.
You were a little bit too far forward.
A little too far forward, and you get your stuff in a position where it's vulnerable. You got to carry a cup, but every day you got to carry a tourniquet. Wear a cup when you do jiu-jitsu, people.
Byron, the instructor, message us. We need to talk about doing a partnership together.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. What do you got on YouTube over there?
Burn dressings okay to be in freezing car. Anything in a kit that is temperature sensitive.
There are a few things in a kit that are temperature sensitive. None of them are going to be at a failing point. The adhesive, it's going to be, so when you get a burn, the temperature of the skin increases. And so when you apply a burn dressing in like a cold climate, right, you're going to have to form the burn dressing for a second with either a gloved hand or something like that on top of the burned area. And that's going to allow it to adhere to that, position wherever it is. And then at that point, you can move to securing it with an ETD or something like that. But you're all good. Same thing with a chest seal. Adhesives are going to suffer in the cold and in the heat. That being said, they're not going to suffer to a failing point, but you have to learn how to use them, right? We have extremely high temperatures where we are in Oklahoma. So adhesives become super ooey gooey. You have to become good at managing the ooey gooiness. It's just a reality. They experience that in the desert. That's why we sell Halo chest seals, which have a scriminant inside of the adhesive so that it doesn't fail. Super big point. In the cold temperatures, adhesives become less applicable. So applying body heat with a gloved hand does wonders to getting the adhesive to stick, and then even at that point, still moving to secure it with an ETD. That's why inside of the March algorithm, in the E section, everything else, right, you're checking all of your interventions that you performed to ensure that you didn't have any failures, any tape come up, any seals come up, anything like that, to just make sure that it's still applied correctly, because every single thing in this world has a breaking point. And so making sure that you're just super confident in your interventions at the end of the March E algorithm is pivotal. But we work to just use the absolute best components that have super, super strong breaking points. But that's a great question. It really is. Will you be making a slick kit with a CAT TQ, or will it be too large after that? Also interested in throw kits that are vacuum sealed for active shooter situations. We've talked about throw kits. That's the bleeding control kit. The bleeding control kit, you throw 10 of those into a backpack. You walk through a school, you can throw those down. Throw them even in active shooter scenarios. They have flags, yellow, red, and black. And also they'll move people into the recovery position. So if a yellow flag, they'll throw down, or a red flag, they'll throw down, and then they'll throw down a bleeding control kit. And then the slick kit, we designed it without the tourniquet in there because the tourniquet shouldn't be in a vacuum sealed container. It should be staged, ready to go. It being in a vacuum sealed container is another entry, another barrier to entry to get to the tourniquet before you guys can actually get it out, stage it. And you know that you only have roughly 90 to 120 seconds before you've lost a critical amount of blood. So fumbling with wet hands, bloody hands, with vacuum seals and tourniquet containers, and then having to stage your tourniquet and apply it, no bueno. So probably not with the slick kit. Carry it in a different pocket, have it staged. That's my word on that. The BCKs are awesome for the price. Yeah, so are the slick kits. Just so you guys know, the slick kits are where it's at. That's my jam. I'm on the slick kit kick. Ooh, that was hard. That was challenging. But that's a great question, Barry. Resilient Civilian, thank you for that. Yeah, so I don't know if we got anything else. Realistically, be prepared, people. Carry an effing tourniquet. It's the last day for the promo. Hop on it, or don't. I mean, I'm indifferent to it, but I just want you guys to be prepared.
Sorry, I have a question.
Okay.
What is the difference between the slick kit and the pocket for components?
The difference in the slick kit and the pocket. The slick kit has a few less components than the pocket kit. It's still a comprehensive blowout kit, and the size is smaller. And it's vacuum sealed. But the pocket comes in an American sewn, American manufactured bag, and fits really well in a cargo pocket. It doesn't do so well in like the back pocket of jeans or anything like that. Great question. Super, super great question. ETDs are different between the slick kit and the pocket. What else? There's no Sharpie. There's no Naso in the slick kit.
Yeah, the slick kit is just, you probably use it just in name it.
Yeah, the slick kit realistically is simply just combat gauze, duct tape, chest seal, and then gloves and an ETD. So then the pocket itself has the Naso, and it has compressed gauze as well, and has BZKs. So you get a little bit more with the pocket, and then it comes in an American manufactured bag. So if you like America, like buy stuff made here. I don't know, just my thought though. What do I know? I'm just a guy that works here. So yeah, get your stuff, be prepared, carry an effing tourniquet, right? All of you people that didn't listed your EDCs and didn't have a tourniquet, get it together, get your life, stop the suck, and get a tourniquet, carry it every single day. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Rock and roll. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You're awesome. Be prepared. Look for Grindstone and what we're going to be doing with Florida and a deployment there. Keep your eyes open because we're working on making moves right now, putting an outboard together so we can figure out how to help. And bless you guys.